Hi, I'm John Steppe, a reporter for the Gazette. The Gazette Business Awards recipient in the commercial real estate category in 2021 is Xtream Arena and Green State Family Fieldhouse. Here with me on behalf of that project is John Lundell, Mayor of Coralville. Hi, John. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning, John. It's a pleasure, and I want to start off by thanking the Gazette for recognizing our really exciting project down here with this award.
So first of all, what's the key to successfully completing such a major project like this?
Well, several. One is it's a lot of planning and patience. This is a project that has actually been sort of a dot on our master plan of the Iowa River Landing for a couple decades. Since we master planned the Iowa River Landing, we've always envisioned a project such as the arena and the field house, but it got moved around as other developments occurred and honestly kind of took a back seat until the financial requirements kind of fell into line and we're able to make it happen. So that's really a key. And then just having great partners and be willing to work together, to learn on what other similar projects around the country have done right and also learn by their mistakes. And I think we've come up, now that it's open, with a really successful product.
And then what was the thought process like trying to open an arena during the middle of a pandemic when you didn't have too many people going into arenas?
Yeah, well, I could sum it up in one word, probably, as disappointing. I actually decided to run for one more term as mayor so that I could be introduced as Mayor John Lundell during the opening of the arena rather than former mayor. And that happened, but it wasn't a big crowd that I imagined. But we've gotten past that, and we've filled up the arena, and more importantly, even the surrounding hotels have been full. Actually, throughout last summer, there were several occasions when it was hard to get a room down there, thanks to the events going on.
So how much did this help during a difficult time for the Coralville area to have this thing that could get at least some events during a pandemic?
Oh yeah. It really helped a lot. I heard so much gratitude from the restaurant operators in the River Landing and the hotels, and actually it spread out beyond the River Landing on some of the events that were so large. So they just appreciated having more business than they had been used to. It really energized the district down there. And it also provided a venue for some of the events that they weren't sure how they could handle it with social distancing and so forth. Some of the events needed an arena the size of ours in order to pull it off. So we were glad to help out with that.
And then on such a big project like this, were there any, kind of looking back, any lessons learned from this?
Oh gosh. I think that, as I said, making sure you have the right partners, and I think fortunately we were able to do that. You have to be prepared for surprises. We had to shift gears a couple times in the middle of the project to substitute one partner with another who wasn't able, due to COVID or some other reason, to participate in the project. But, I really don't think there's too much we would have done differently, to tell you the truth.
Oh, wow. How important was collaboration then in getting all of this to come together?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, first of all, we needed the support of the community, and we clearly had that. The folks, since it had been planned for so many years, the folks knew that it was something that we were intending to build down here. And so with the support of the community, we had right out of the gate, that really what made it possible and made it happen is a partnership with the state of Iowa. We applied for a $12 million tax reimbursement discretionary program, and we're fortunate to receive that grant from the state. And that's really what kicked off and energized this project. And then we went out and attracted good partners with the naming rights, Mediacom, Xtream Arena, and Green State Family Fieldhouse, and others, Mid-American Court. There's several naming rights in there. And of course, the partnership with the Iowa Heartlanders. Until this project became a reality, I had no idea of the amount of interest that exists for hockey in this community. They have just literally come out of the woodwork, the really staunch fans for hockey. And then to hear that we're getting a professional level team in the Heartlanders, part of the Minnesota Wild Farm system, they couldn't be happier. So that was quite a benchmark event as well.
And then what are the next steps now that you're getting these events? You have the Heartlanders starting soon?
Yes, the Heartlanders start on October 22nd, and then the University of Iowa volleyball season is starting next month in September. So that will be getting off the ground. And hopefully, as more artists start coming back on the road again, we'll be announcing more events inside the arena, such as concerts. We have Toby Keith and Nelly and Chris Young announced. There's some family shows that we will be putting on for the entire family. That's always been one of our goals, is to have programming that is of interest to all groups, different genres of music and ages and so forth. So we really want to make sure that this facility is available to everyone. Also, I haven't really spoken much about the Fieldhouse project, but the Fieldhouse, has 5 full-size courts in it, whether they be used as basketball, volleyball, pickleball, huge amount of pickleball interest. They're down there playing every morning. They have tournaments going on and so forth. And we have an affiliation in the Fieldhouse with the All Iowa Attack, which is an AAU team actually based in Ames, that some of the finest high school men's and women's basketball players go through All Iowa Attack. And previously, their only facility was in Ames, so it meant a long drive by the parents usually to get there for their kids to be able to be involved in this elite program. And now they have a Coralville location as well, and that's really been great. That last year we saw some fantastic basketball going through there, and it filled out the Fieldhouse. So, if it's one thing that I'd like to say about the project is it's more than an arena, it's more than the Fieldhouse. There's a whole hotel next door, Spring Hill Suites, was a 100-room hotel that's attached to it. You don't have to go outside. You can come in and park your car and get a room and spend the weekend and never go outside. There's a whole street level of business on 9th Street, which would be a large sports bar, a team store. There's the State of Iowa Antique Car Museum, and Johnson County Historical Museum is in the lower level of the arena building there. There's a second level floor of office space that's available for leasing right now. And there's even a green rooftop for our outside reception. It holds up to 170 people. Beautiful space up on the roof, and you can enjoy the scenery looking over the Iowa River and the River Landing District. So I always say the arena is much like a donut, where the bowl of the arena is in the middle, but it's surrounded by all these other really cool uses.
Well, congratulations again on being a recipient of the 2021 the Gazette Business Awards.
Oh, well, thank you. Again, I really appreciate the Gazette being a part of this. And I have to give a shout out to two personal partners that have just been the key drivers behind this and the real brains and the vision. That's Kelly Hayworth, our city administrator, that many folks know, and also someone else that's well known in the community, Josh Schomburger, the president of Think Iowa City, the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Those two deserve a great deal of the credit to make this great project happen.
Well, thanks again.
You bet. Thank you, John.